check out this mobile home park that I bought in my area while still practicing as a periodontist. And you know what? This would have never happened if I wouldn't have set goals and taken the necessary steps to acquire them. And I want to show you exactly what I did on this video. And if you're new here, I'm Dr. Jeff Anzalone, a periodontist simply on a mission to get you out of the rat race with passive income. Do me a favor, click the link below this video for my passive income guide. All right. And in this video today, we're going to talk about the 10 steps to take in order to invest in a mobile home park or even an RV park. Let's get going. Now, if you're looking to build a substantial business, any type of business, and of course, this video, we're going to talk about mobile home park, you have to put in the effort and you have to become obsessed. You have to be obsessed with this industry, okay? There's no substitute for hard work and the dedication whenever you're starting any type of business from scratch. I started my practice from scratch, and like for the first 6 to 10 months, I mean, I was just obsessed with everything. You've got to be obsessed like this. I interviewed Grant Cardone a couple of years ago, and actually I went to his office, and he actually wrote a book called Be Obsessed. And he discussed how he looked at everything that I was trying to do with real estate. That was his one thing. He's like, look, Jeff, you've got to become obsessed with this particular number, okay? And everything that you're doing, focus on getting this number up, this particular number, all right? This is painful in the beginning. It's getting out of your comfort zone. I mean, it was for me. You know, I was just used to treating patients all the time. And now I'm dealing with people renting from me, which is a totally different situation. So people don't like change, which is why most people stay the same their entire life, whether it's the same town, same weight, same salary, same job. I actually have a little pad right here on my desk, and I look at it every single day. It says, we don't change without pain. You've got to have a strong why. And for me, it was when my kids were 10 and 8, I hurt my hand snow skiing, hurt my wrist. That was my why. That was my driving force, because if dad can't use his hands, I couldn't provide for my kids. I couldn't provide for my family. That's what kept me going when I had failures along the way with trying to figure out ways to get other types of income coming in, real estate failures, partnership failures, whatever. I could have quit. I didn't like the change. It was painful because remember, we don't change without pain, but that's what kept me going. All right. Be obsessed. Number 2 is this, and this is what you're doing right now. So congratulations. You're on number 2. You're educating yourself. All right. Start by learning everything you can about mobile home park investing. Read books, watch this YouTube video, listen to podcasts, follow blogs focused on real estate investing, whatever. We're typically with a special emphasis on mobile homes or even RV parks too. Understanding the industry, understanding the terminology, and all the different nuances of mobile homes is going to be the key to success. Number 3, you've got to understand the market. Mobile homes market is totally different than Airbnb, totally different than single family homes. So this is a very critical step. And it involves really a comprehensive analysis of a bunch of different factors, such as you know, real estate is what's the most important thing? Location, location, location. So you got to do a geographic analysis. So start with examining the different regions that maybe that you're looking for, and then their markets for mobile home parks. Different areas are going to have varying demand based on factors such as employment rates, population growth, and typically the general economic health of that region that you're looking at. Areas with a growing job markets tend to have a what? A higher demand for affordable housing, making mobile home parks a very attractive investment. The second thing is look at the demographic trends. So you want to look at the demographics of potential locations. You need to figure out who lives there, how old are they, the age groups, what are their income levels, what are the family sizes. All of these different things can give you different insights in the type of mobile home park that's going to be the most successful in that given area. So for example, regions typically with an aging population might benefit from parks that cater more to seniors, have different things that amenities that cater to seniors versus an area where there are people just coming in, they need a mobile home park to live in while they're working. They don't care about that. So again, you got to know your demographic. Next is a great thing for the economy. When you're studying the economy, is simply supply and demand. And what we're talking about is the market supply and demand. So you want to assess the demand for mobile home park living in your target area versus looking at the supply of available parks in that area. High demand with limited supply can lead to what? Higher occupancy rates and the potential for you charging higher rents and potential for rent increases while you own that park. But a market that's completely saturated with parks is probably going to give you challenges in really maintaining the occupancy, and you're really going to have to keep your rental rates really, really competitive. So let's say you wanted to open an ice cream store because you love ice cream. I like ice cream. And the area you want to put a new one in, it already has four within like a 2 or 3 mile radius. When you're driving around, you notice that those four, they're maybe not even 30% full. So in this case, would it be wise to move forward with your plan? Probably not. Same goes for mobile home park investing, or really any type of real estate investing. The next thing is you have to look at the local regulations and the zoning laws. So some areas might have restrictive zoning laws or regulations that really could impact your ability to either operate your park, or if you wanted to expand your park in the future. So you need to make sure that you familiarize yourself with these different laws before investing in the first place, because that can save you from a ton, trust me, a ton of legal headaches and financial issues down the line. And then the last part of this is analyze your competition. Study what the other mobile home parks in your target areas are already doing. You want to try to understand and maybe look at their occupancy rates, look at what they're charging, look at what their rents are, what are their amenities, how are they managing it. So this can help you identify what's already working well and what doesn't work well, and then it can kind of guide your strategy for your own park. The fourth thing is this: you want to, and this is a great lesson that I learned when I first started real estate investing in general, is you want to network with local experts, because your net worth is your network, right? So you want to make sure you connect with people that are already in this field. This could include other investors. It could include real estate agents who specialize in mobile home parks, and professionals like attorneys, accountants, who already understand the specifics of this type of investment. Networking, which what it did for me, it can lead to partnerships. It can lead to deals and invaluable advice. I can't stress how important this is. The fifth thing is you want to secure your financing. Early on, do this. You want to understand what your financing options are early on. This could include traditional bank loans, seller financing, which is my favorite, or partnerships with other investments or with other investors. Knowing how much you can afford to invest and how you'll finance a purchase is really key and critical before you even start looking at properties, which leads us to number 6. And I've actually already told you what that is. You want to find a property. Start searching for mobile home parks for sale. Use online real estate platforms. Attend auctions. Leverage your network. Really, the best deals that we get are just from cold calling or stopping in at a park. If you know somebody that lives in a park, ask for the owner's phone number, and simply just call them up and tell them who you are. You're wanting to get into the mobile home park investing. You ever thought about selling your park? 9 times out of 10, they're going to say no. But if they show a little bit of interest, just ask them, hey, would you mind if I contact you in a few months? And just keep doing that. And sooner or later, you'll pick up one. And those are the best ones to get, because most of the time they're mom and pop operators. They haven't raised rents. They haven't really done a whole lot of things, versus these bigger groups that come in that make it so nice, it's hard to really do anything to get the value add. So if you could do that, that's the key. The next thing is you want to conduct your due diligence on these parks that you're looking at. So before you make an offer, you want to thoroughly assess the property. This includes evaluating the physical condition of the parks. What do the homes look like? You want to look at the financial records, income statements, P&Ls, balance sheets. Check again the zoning laws and understanding any legal implications. Due diligence helps you avoid any costly mistakes. We were looking at an RV park down in South Louisiana. I drove down there with one of my partners basically before we bought it. We had it under contract, but we were doing our due diligence. We're in the due diligence phase. And we were looking around, looking at how things were run, looking at the management. One of the best things that we did is we went into one of the areas where people were doing laundry. And one lady that she actually worked there for 10 years with her husband, they were kind of like the managers. And then another lady was there. She was doing her laundry, where her husband owns a construction company. And they bring all their workers there to work in the area for months at a time. And we got all kinds of invaluable advice from them. And one of the best things we got from them was how quiet it was, but how cheap it was compared to the other parks. So it was so much cheaper that we were able to go up like $200 a month on our rates and still be way under what some of the other parks are charging in the area with comparable amenities. So again, conduct your due diligence before you buy. And then number 8 is you want to make an offer, okay? And then you want to be ready to negotiate. So once you found your property that meets your criteria, make a fair offer based on what your analysis is. Be prepared to negotiate with the seller to reach a deal that's going to benefit both parties. So having a good understanding of the market was going to aid in this process. Probably a good idea to figure out what your buying criteria is. For us with mobile home parks and RV parks, we strive to buy at no less than a 10 cap rate. And anything that you can get, if it's 10 cap or higher, that basically means you're getting a really, really good deal. So you want to buy at a higher cap rate and you want to sell at a lower cap rate, okay? If you don't understand what that is, I've got a couple of articles and videos on that. Just simply search for cap rate to go over that. And number 9 now is you want to close the deal, okay? Work with a real estate attorney to ensure that all of your paperwork is in order and done properly. Contracts, loan documents, and any other legal requirements. Closing the deal is also going to involve setting up escrow, completing any necessary inspections and finalizing the financing. And last but not least, you want to begin to implement your management strategies. You want to decide whether you're going to manage the property yourself or are you going to hire somebody? Are you going to hire somebody that actually lives there or get somebody to live there or just a management company? Effective management is going to involve maintaining the property, managing the tenants. You got to collect your rent, right? You got to get paid to pay the bills and complying with all the legal requirements that we talked about previously. Good management is the key to making your mobile home park profitable. Something else to consider after you've acquired your park is how do you plan on to grow it and improve it? Well, you got to make a plan, right? This could involve upgrading the park, increasing occupancy rates, or acquiring additional parks or adding on to it. You always want to look for ways to add value to your investment and enhance its profitability over time. So by following these 10 steps and committing to continuously learning, you can build a successful investment portfolio of mobile home parks. And if you want to see what one of our park visits look like live, well, it was previously recorded, but it was live when I was there. Check out this video.